Hello, Internet. Paparazzo Dave Chapman here. It's Free RPG Day!
Yay.
Yeah.
Let's try that again. It's Free RPG Day!
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'm not here alone. Look, I have people. For the record, I'm here at Warp 1 Comics and Games in Edmonton, Alberta. They have been kind again, to give us a box of their Free RPG Day stuff. So we're going to do a box opening and take a look before they even put it out. With me, I've got some friends here. I've got Jay from Pawn and Pixel.
How's it going?
From Ice Cream Dice, we've got Mark.
Hello, hello.
The paint slinger himself, James.
How's it going?
And our Looney Saturday reviewer, Caitlin.
Hi.
Hopefully, eventually, she'll do more than just Looney Saturday, but she's busy, so we're happy. All right, so we're going to switch back to this. And look at that. There I am there. Fabulous. So let's get started, see what we've got.
Stuff and things?
Stuff and things.
Or
Maybe
do we
a
have
couple
things and
knickknacks?
stuff?
Ooh, maybe.
This has been opened enough just to make sure we knew what this was. That's it. So I didn't have to cut it open or anything like last year. Let's just start with the small thing that's on top.
I was hoping for a struggle.
Yeah, I know.
Final Race dice set.
I think we got an expert opinion here that might.
Yeah.
We'll emphasize the opinion part.
I was going
Yes.
to say, well, the dice on your hoodie tells me you're probably the pro here.
Probably. Yeah.
Final Race dice set. Road Fever will be available soon on our website. Please enjoy a teaser dice from this set to celebrate our Free RPG Day. Made by Q Workshop. Let's just open this up because we can. Okay.
Looks pretty neat. I like that.
So it says regular dice, but also got some extra fun stuff clearly on here for the game specific. Pass that along. I'm going to open a second one just to see
sure.
if it's the same.
That was my
Those are
exact
light.
question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And they are. They are the same, so we'll just put that
All
on.
right, so
Okay.
what does the experts got to say about these
Well,
guys?
it's Q Workshop. Like, they always do very intricate faces, which some people love, some people don't. Right? It's all about legibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I find their stuff fun, but I also find it way too busy to typically read. Like,
Kind of more.
that's an
collectible than a-
orange, I think. But I mean.
Well, it's game specific too, so
Well, that's it,
that will
right?
be more
And,
to
and
the
it's-
point.
Yeah.
So if all y'all like dice,
Yeah.
that's the way to go.
This is
Oh!
this is right up James' alley here.
Thanks.
It includes the paint.
That's pretty amazing for
Are you
free
salivating
RPG.
there right now?
Little
Is that
bit,
the
little bit.
So we won't open that up, but we will pass it along, and I'll probably end up giving that to you at the end of the day because yeah.
Herring gone.
Yeah. I was gonna say, does it mention the who makes the paint?
I don't know if it does on the back or not.
It didn't on the back, but it might be on the bottom.
Possibly.
It just says the
Vallejo.
colors.
So
Vallejo?
you'll get to try them out.
I get to try Vallejo.
which we were talking about earlier.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, I haven't actually tried Vallejo paints. I've stuck with literally GW paints. So this will be my
And,
first
like,
chance to try.
Let's talk about that in terms of a quality free RPG giveaway. Like,
I know,
And
right?
there's a reason why there's only one of those per box.
yeah.
So yeah, there's some other, or maybe there's two. There's a few more things that are kind of cool like this. So let's
Yeah.
take a look. So this has got some weight to it, some terrain,
It's like a
It's like a
church,
little
little church or something. Yeah, possibly.
You're like,
Wait, it's
oh,
inside
things
there.
that need paint. I can do that.
But it
That
does
is
look like
my...
There's potentially some
that is
fire
a
on
good
that.
quality resin.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got
awesome.
in here.
Alright.
Oh, no, there's more.
Yeah.
So there's more than one of those. So
Oh, jeez, yeah, that
good.
is a solid half. Like,
But that is a good resin.
3 of them. So yay, that's good. More people get to enjoy that.
Oh,
Yay!
I will have a fun time if I get a chance to get my hands on this one. I will have a fun time painting this up.
mini dice.
Halfling Mystery Loot includes 1 mini plastic RPG dice set. Oh.
So far, this is literally like
This
is
candy
nerd
store.
Christmas,
Yeah.
right?
This is Christmas, man.
Check that out.
Isn't that what
But it's even
Christmas
better though
my
because
miso.
no one is out money, right? Like for Christmas time, someone had to spend money to get you the cool thing. This time it's just like, oh, here, have it.
Nice
Dave has to
tiny
pay
little
for gas.
suckers.
Does that count?
No, it does, yeah.
So it's his Christmas
Yeah.
presents to us, so it's fine.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those are adorable.
Take a look at that. And I think I've said this a couple times. I've been reviewing a few dice sets recently, and I said, to me, the dice are as much a character as like
really good.
anything else you put on the
Usually-
table. And so if I'm playing a
Mini dice,
halfling,
the inking is always the problem.
You know, yeah, like it's what's been interesting with dice that I've seen. You know, I mean, obviously there's the increase in people doing like making dice and stuff like that.
Is it?
But I love the fact that people are doing like palette sets, and you know, like there's so much superstition, and like some of it is genuine,
yeah,
and some of it is just like for the sheer like fun of being
I'm a dice
superstitious.
whore,
Like,
too.
oh my god, it rolled 2 1s. Okay, all the ones are out. It's gonna roll nothing
Yeah.
but like teens and higher, right? And then you have other people that are like,
These.
roll the one,
my
dice
dears,
jail.
are gorgeous.
I have a friend who actually has a physical dice shell.
Oh yeah,
to bring
yeah.
to
I've
put
got
them in.
Scott actually from Pawn and Pixel bought me a set, and it was that exact set. Actually, is what.
yeah.
These remind me. So I'm a Twitch streamer, and we have a bunch of Discords or whatever. And we actually had this huge debate a couple days ago on plastic versus metal dice and the preference and all that fun stuff. I'm a dick, and I'm like, I use pure malachite stone crystal dice. That is my beautiful like waste of money. And those remind me of them, and I'm like, those are cute.
Yeah, just
that's the
snobbing
thing,
it
it's
up a little bit.
I was just like, and they're like, ooh, send pictures. So I like sent dice porn and Discord. Sorry, that wasn't PG-13.
Oh, no, that part is that part.
That's it.
Yeah, that's something you'd hear on the weekly news.
My partners actually think that I have enough dice that
Hold
on.
So soon to be ex-partners. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Hold on. No,
They're
they
fabulous humans.
they think that I have enough dice currently that they can make an urn for when
okay.
I die.
Oh, okay.
Not that I have enough dice.
Oh,
But you have enough dice currently that it could be melted down into an urn shape, an urn form.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
And we're back! We went on a side trip that I've now edited out, probably.
maybe.
No, you haven't.
Maybe, I may or may not. We'll see.
Maybe
we'll make
edited
it to the
out
blooper reel.
cutout scene.
Oh, there will be outtakes if I've cut this out at all.
You'll put some of it in.
There's a good chance that I will
Just
put
a little bit.
just a little
Yeah.
bit. Little bit.
Like 5% of a D20, right?
Right.
A single number.
So, this is just a sales catalog from Terrain Crate. I assume that it goes with
The terrain.
the terrain.
Probably. That would make a lot of
That
sense.
would make a fair bit of sense, I think.
But now, so is Terrain Crate like a subscription service?
No, terrain crates. I've got a couple of boxes
Cool.
of it. Terrain crate is actually from Mantic Games, and it's basically it's all pre-put.
Like a scene kind of thing?
Yeah, because you can get like a wizard's keep, or you can get an office. You can get-
A modern office. Seriously.
but you can get like a whole bunch of different.
I would office space it though, just and
Oh yeah.
that'd be sacrilegious. Why? Why not?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you can get sci-fi, modern.
Oh,
you can
cool,
get,
okay.
I did Mantic's,
Oh, nice, okay.
Terrain Crate. Their their dungeon.
Yes, the torture chamber.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we had the torture
Abandoned
chamber,
Factory's kind of
and
appealing.
you just finished Nimue, the Blood Queen from the Hellboy
Yeah.
game, and that ends I think this week. So this video will be going live on actually Free RPG Day, which is for us in a few hours tomorrow because I had to do this the night before. Yay! But this means we have to open it for Warp 1 and they can then put it out. But this will go up on Saturday. Sunday should have, I think it's part 4 this week?
Part 4, yeah.
Part 4 of Nimue, the Blood Queen. So yay. But next thing up
Also
is...
from Mantic Games.
Oh, from Mantic Games, yes. Level 1. This is the 3rd volume of Level 1. I think this one, I believe I heard that this one is entirely a D&D one.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Usually level 1 is showcasing more of the indies.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. Inside you'll find ready-to-play games about Houses of Magic. Let's take a look inside here, so these are absolutely wonderful. Ninth Level Games has been putting these out for the last few years. You can see it's got all the games are rated, kids for tone, for age appropriateness.
Is the tone like a B flat or a C sharp or something like that?
I was thinking D flat, but
It's hey, what have I got? Why did I invite
Well,
these people here again?
no. It's obviously an A flat because we've got Aquaman here.
That's
no A minor.
well done.
All right. No, action, cozy,
It tastes
fun,
like I
serious,
fucking invited
strange.
You're a seriously strange?
If you're...
What? Last year went so well.
Yeah.
And the year before went even better. And this year...
So what was the year you did it by yourself? Because that was probably the best.
Well, the first few years I used to just write a written review of everything.
Oh, okay.
But I think 2 years
video,
ago,
yeah.
Warp gave basically just, here's one of everything after they put it out. They stuck it in a bag.
Nice.
And I opened it from the bag. Then last year they gave us the full case, took it over to Scott and Jay's studio, opened it there. And this year we're actually at Warp.
So it's the three of us that are the new.
Oh no, I was there last year.
Yeah, he was there last
so
year.
it's us.
It's just you two. It is totally just you two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, level 1 is absolutely
Checks
wonderful.
Yeah, no,
Pass
I
them
always love looking through these just for all the interesting little indie and stuff that you would normally never really get a chance to look at because it just sits on the shelf and it's like, oh, that looks cool. I cannot justify that for a game that I'm probably never going to really play because convincing a table of people to play a game is hard enough when it's a well-known
this is
game.
like multiple little mini shots.
Yep.
Oh, that's
For a variety of systems.
That's super cool. Like
Or no system in a lot.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases. Some of them are system agnostic completely. This is the third year they've done that.
Huh. Yeah,
They're
it's
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
like what a great way to get people to a table. Period. Right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what brings people to the table. I mean, there are those of us that have been playing games for decades, and we all know that like some of our best friends and best experiences have been started at like some random table.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I always love those. That is one of my favorite bits of all of Free RPG Day for the last few years since they started doing that is the level 1 stuff.
Yeah, no, it's if you like checking out stuff that's not mainstream, it is one of the best resources.
It's like I think my heart skipped a beat. This is so up my alley.
Oh, same here.
Have you played Monster Hearts 2?
I have not.
Oh my god, that is going to be your jam.
What about Monster Hearts 1?
I still need to get you all to sit down and play a game of Paranoia.
But
So
Monster Hearts
I love
2.
Paranoia. I used to play it way back.
the latest version, they actually made everything so much easier.
Oh, nice.
Here we go. We have Homeworld
That is
Revelations.
Yeah.
This is a quick start for Homeworld Revelations from Modiphius. They do such fabulous stuff. 63 pages worth of this. This is from part of their 2D20 system, so it's a great system. Oh, look at this.
It came with pre-gens.
And it's got some pre-gens.
One for each book in here.
Looks like it, yeah. So that is really what. So anything that is 2D20 it's a great system. I've reviewed a bunch of those for Modiphius. The Star Trek Adventures is 2D20.
Yeah.
Conan, John Carter of Mars. It's a fabulous system that I really do like it. And they do. This is exciting. I really want to look into this because they've got such good world building. Is there another set of pre-gens in here?
Like I said, there's one for every book.
Yeah, but it looks like there's more than that. Nope, that's the same
Like
one.
I said, they're in between
Yeah.
each of the books.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
So,
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay. So it's multiple characters.
so all of these pre-gens go to that book,
Yeah.
and then da-da-da-da-da.
Excellent. Good to know.
Pretty much,
We'll
they
let
did
them know.
something that we don't see that often with a lot of these. They pretty much gave you everything but the dice.
Yep.
Which is a great way to just get people to be like, okay, I can do this. I don't have to create characters. I
Who
don't
doesn't
have to. Yeah.
I do know people. Although I
if you're
picked some up
showing
for one of the people that I
People
know
that
that
haven't
does.
gone to Free RPG Day yet. Those are the people on bought dice because, I mean, you pick something up like this and then you go and you see the great selection at like all the different local game
cool.
stores and you're like,
That's
I can grab
cool.
some dice. Yeah, these are cool.
To be fair, this is my first free RPG day, but do I want to buy more dice? Of course.
Yeah.
That mini set?
How to Raise the Dead.
This is
More
another
for
one
James.
Yep.
Oh.
This is, every year they do a book on pretty much miniatures and miniature painting and everything.
Oh, okay.
By Army Painter, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one's
Dave Taylor Miniatures, The Army Painter, and Mantic.
Now, see, Dave Taylor. I've had.
Here we go.
Yeah. So this is the one.
This is the one right here.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
in Acropolis.
Yep, the-
So yes, it was. So it was still Mantic, but
Dave Taylor does a. I don't know. It's a podcast, webcast, something. It's called Painting Little Minis, and it's from Game Trade Magazine. So it's usually him and another person, and they just sit and talk for 2 hours while painting miniatures.
Nice.
And they kind of show you
what we do.
how they do their miniatures, and So if it's Dave Taylor,
Okay.
I'm pretty much down for.
Yeah. You know the quality that you're
Yeah,
going to get.
I know
right?
the quality. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Okay, that one I'm excited for.
That's using essentially paper mache.
Yeah.
so we'll take a look at the next one here, which doesn't show up very well on this camera until I cut it open, but it is Cyberpunk Red Easy Mode and the Introduction to the Dark Future.
That one I'm excited for.
Yes. No, this is right up my alley.
So this is Talsorian Games, CD Projekt Red,
Yeah, I know.
or Talsorian.
Yeah, I know.
looks like
CD
my
Projekt
worst
Red.
nightmare.
Apologies if I got that wrong.
This is my version of hell.
But see, the great thing is that if you go through this and you follow Dave Taylor's steps, you should almost come out with
Something that looks half of that.
Something that looks half of that, or well, for me, I would come very, very, very close. To what to what Dave does. I've been a fan of his miniature painting for
Years and years, yeah.
Yeah.
So Cyberpunk Red. Look, this is obviously a quick start. It's got all sorts of stuff in here. It's an introduction to the world and system of Cyberpunk Red, the role-playing game of the dark future. To play this, you'll need one game master up to 5 players, a 10-sided die for each player, and lots of 6-sided dice. And that's it. And there's your introduction. It's got a little timeline for everything.
Almost a newscaster cadence right there.
Yeah.
Almost.
Just sped up
A
a
whole
little
bunch
bit.
of D6s, but still like a tenth of the amount you need for Shadowrun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me of your spooky that you were doing.
How to read a
That's
character
very
sheet,
similar to how I was doing the snow effect on.
Except you were just throwing.
some maps, life path for characters, and then a bunch of pre-gens.
I was waiting for a yada yada yada.
Yada 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 yada. I am not.
You are a George, and if you don't say that, this.
I'm not. I am not a George. I refuse.
You know, I will say this.
I deny
kinda
it.
like.
Ooh, that's
The
cool.
centerfold, you pop out of the staples,
Yeah.
and you get yourself your playmat
Yeah.
That's cool.
with.
It's double
And it's
sided.
double-sided, so that
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that is great.
that's really fun. People have stepped up. Like all of these publishers have been stepping up Free RPG Day for years, and it just keeps getting better and better and higher quality every year.
Yeah.
And I just absolutely adore it. This is
Like-
one of my favorite days for all of this.
And something worth mentioning too is that like if you're a small indie company and you want to get in on Free RPG Day, you can literally sign up. Like there's I never signed up because I was never organized enough to necessarily deliver on
Okay.
things, right? And I
This happened
didn't
this
have
year.
like the single
Oh,
set
good.
kind of packaging, but like
Oh, good. No one
the
will
fact that
happen
really
next year.
Yeah.
I wonder if they told
if
us
you're
about
sitting on a
COVID.
ton of extra stock
Oh no, they kept that part out.
and send it out for Free RPG Day. Like
Yep.
it's not going to hurt you as a small publisher.
And if you're,
Oh, yeah, they complete
if you have a great
2026
idea
and then
you
shboom.
don't have a
So they just-
publisher yet, level
We're
1 is
We're
the
not going to
best thing
talk
for
about
you.
that,
Yeah.
that block
You
of
know, you
time.
can get in there, you can just show
Maybe
off,
does
you
not
can get your
exist.
name
No.
in the
Yeah.
hands of people who
Very cool.
love this sort of stuff enough to show up at a very specific day, real early most of the time, so that they can get at least one of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
some of
and
this- and some-
if it's someone that lets you get one of everything, because that's not always the case.
Fair enough.
But let's
so
take.
sometimes there's only the one.
Mhm.
And
Yes, exactly.
And first come, first serve, and if you don't get it, you don't get it.
Is that a one shot?
I'm not sure what this is. Watch it played on the Critical Role YouTube channel.
I think that might just be.
I think this might be. Well, there's definitely a how to play on here, so it's. There
It's
is
more if
some
it doesn't
stuff.
look like a
Interesting.
book. It looks
Yeah,
like
it's a
pages.
one-page
Yeah.
Yeah,
type thing here.
Oh,
so.
one-page handout.
which is good.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
There's a
think
lot
we
of-
necessarily
there's a
need
lot
to
of
open
really
that
great
one because we can see
one-page,
both sides of the page.
Don't even open that one up. I will just pass that along and take a look. See.
and I do like that. Unlike a lot of one page I've seen, either they'll try to get like a super large page, or they'll give you 8-point font.
Yeah.
To try and fit more in. But no, this is actually really
Yeah,
well
yeah,
laid out.
it's
Yeah,
that's
the
what I was going to say. It's like
magnifying
it's laid out. You
I
can read it
use like the
from fairly far
Yeah,
away,
to go over
and
to
then
paint my miniatures.
yeah, I mean, really, if
think
it's
it's
pretty
you're
much
famous
advertising
on
the
that.
game
one
on the
dude
other
who
side.
does for
Oh.
crocheting does, so I mean.
Watch.
Yeah,
photos
okay,
where you
so-
watch this be played.
I need to.
yeah. So
I need to learn how to
the co-designer is
social media
Marisha
my-
Ray, which most people will know from Critical Role. You know,
Help.
so
My partner is a content creator.
Yeah.
And a fabulous one at that. And I just lost a video camera. That's okay. All right, so we are back again. I lost the camera. We've got that fixed. But unfortunately, Caitlin has a thing on her first answer to what I look like, apparently.
So I asked my partner what the jersey looked like, and I had the option of dragon, Aquaman, goldfish, or rainbow fish. His answer was, he looks like Aquaman went through a midlife crisis and decided to try his hand at teaching in the magic school, but realized he hated the children and only really wanted to bang Ms. Frizzle. But of course, after being rejected, he fell into a depressive state.
wow. So I think your partner needs to become a fashion designer because the stories they're going to write
You're gonna
behind
go after
these
anybody.
are going to
Yeah.
sell. This is a white T-shirt, but it's drenched in the tears of 16 dead children.
All right.
Okay, let's get back.
Let's get back to what we were doing. Oh my god. I appreciate him by some definition of that word. All right, so next up, Dungeon Crawl Classics, Danger in the Air.
I love these.
That was what Phil Collins was gonna.
Yeah.
I was just like,
So
why do we have to have COVID at the table?
So,
the neat part about these ones, the Dungeon Crawl Classics, is they're pretty much a second edition that's been brought forward.
Ooh.
And
Don't work it.
as nice as it is to do that work yourself, it's also real nice when someone else does it for you.
Yeah.
and they always have some funky covers.
I was going to
Oh,
say
yeah.
that artwork.
I seem to remember it's usually a flip book from them.
Yeah,
No, my
usually.
from
last
Goodman Games
couple
here.
have been open.
There's usually at least one where it's a double-sided.
Yeah, I think it was a
okay.
module and a quick start, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
From previous years, but okay. Goodman Games does some great covers. This is twisted and weird, and I really do like it. Pass that along. So it's got some good stuff here. Let's take a look what the next thing is. That this might be.
I really do love when they have that almost heavy metal feel to the covers, right? Like it just
It's kind of because that was the art at the time and whatnot
Yeah.
for a lot of these. It definitely feels like when they follow that, they understand the material.
All right. So, also from Goodman Games, the Three Wizard Conundrum, a level 3 adventure module for 5e. This is their 5th edition fantasy series of games. So again, they do things fairly minimalistic. It's got a good a bit of an OSR feel to it, but obviously this is straight up for 5th edition.
TSR, you mean?
No, OSR.
Open.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry for the rest of us.
Old school Renaissance, old school. There's a few different old school original D&D.
Yeah. Oh, you can tell.
Yes, exactly. So it's
you can tell it's old school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's always room for gelatinous cubes.
Always room for gelatinous cubes. Who don't love it?
Strawberry is my favorite flavor.
A gelatinous cube?
Yeah.
It's a good one. I
That
prefer lime, but just because I'm partial to green.
Yeah, yeah. The green is always the best ones for those.
It
They always
is.
say don't eat yellow snow. The yellow gelatinous cubes always seem safe, so
Yeah, but they smell like Mr. Clean. Like they smell like cleaning products to me usually.
tastes like bananas. It's fine.
What have we gotten into? What is next? What is next? Fabulous people. Curse of the Dreadmarsh Crew. Made in the UK. Age 14 plus. Warning to avoid dangerous stuff. Oh, this is just a warning of the plastic bag.
Sweet. All right. So far we don't know whether or not you can play the module with your kids.
Yeah.
But we know that your young children can't play with the packaging.
Yes, I mean, it's a UK warning, so this is a ready
So
to
it's fine
play.
everywhere else.
But what about the other
you can give it to your
plastic?
kids to
The other
play
plastic's
around
fine.
with.
The other plastic didn't have the warning, so
No.
the other ones are safe.
Well, it's because this one's made in the UK. UK plastic is always worse than regular plastic,
Yeah.
except for California. A ready-to-play mini-adventure by Lake Battlemat. Loke Battlemat, set in the Coast of Dread. And so it looks like it is a bunch of several battle maps in there.
Is that whole packaging one thing?
No, it's
No,
three.
just several.
three.
There it is. There's the opening.
Well,
And
see, if they open it
my
like
vote
that, you
for
can
the
put it
most-
straight on your head. So
Yeah.
And it's my vote for the most Scooby-Doo
Yeah.
names that a module can have.
Most Scooby-Doo of the names. There we go.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
we got
Curse of
some,
the Dreadmarsh Crew.
some tokens. These are not punched. You have to cut them out.
Oh
You know what? That makes sense. Getting
not allowed to
the
use scissors.
sheer amount of
no, that's why you're so good with paintbrushes, though, right?
Yeah.
After years of being denied scissors, you had to find something to be creative with, and paintbrushes was
Fair
it.
enough.
scissors are not allowed. Hobby knives, I'm all good.
Yeah.
This is this is a good like cardstock map.
Yeah.
This is not cheap. And then
For free RPG day, you can't really complain if you have to cut out your own.
no, exactly,
Well,
exactly.
Especially with the sheer cost of getting a stamp
Yeah,
made
die
and everything,
cuts and
like
stuff.
that's $5 to $10,000 per stamp.
My castle,
Oh,
my
these
castle
are the
hobby
folks that
cutter.
made the Book of Battle maps.
Okay.
Which, if I remember right, it's basically you
Yeah,
open
yeah,
up,
yeah. Yeah,
it's
that's-
flat.
They're gorgeous.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah,
5
yeah,
E in
like
5
this is
minutes.
so nice and thick. Like
Yeah.
Like they're
you'd have
Well,
to
and the
work
best
to
part-
destroy it.
Thick with two C's.
And
So we won't
everything
look
is
too
like-
closely at the
Yeah.
insides because it definitely shows off
Yeah, bowing.
Yeah, it
some stuff.
it
These are
opens
guys.
nicely.
Yeah, these are guys who know what they're doing when it comes to. We want to make a mat that you're going to enjoy.
Yeah.
And use, right? Like
Yeah. Well, if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to
Gorgeous.
use it.
Well, there's so many mats that you like try, and it's just they last 2 rounds at most, and then they
Or
rip or
curl or
curl. Oh gosh, they curl so bad all the time.
Yeah, that's not going to curl
No.
anytime soon, no.
not even.
All
a
right.
little.
So, this is probably the most brilliant thing we're going to see almost all night.
5E in 5
5E in
minutes.
5 minutes. Like, you did it for kindergartners, which is honestly all you need to be able to play. Like, I can look at the titles and I know exactly what I'm going to roll for. And I mean, obviously I know how to play D&D, but like,
I don't.
things
Trying
like
to
that.
teach new people who really don't have the mental capacity to learn everything right
Well,
away.
yeah.
And even if they have the mental capacity to learn, not everybody wants to put in the time.
no.
Especially when it's their first time sitting down at a table. Who wants to be thrown 600 concepts?
Yep.
You know, having something where it can be like, just read this, I'll take you 5 minutes, it'll give
Yeah.
you everything you need for us to enjoy the game, we'll help you with the rest.
Yeah.
Is just always a great concept.
Yeah.
I wish I had this when I was learning D&D.
Right?
Honestly,
Like, yeah. Like, it cuts out so much of the stuff. And like, if you're, I mean, the whole point of a one-shot or a mini adventure is to like sit down and play. You're probably not going to keep that character until you get into D&D or whatever RPG of choice, right? And then you'll start keeping the characters you go through one shots. But like,
but this is like one column. That's it.
Yeah.
Of that. That's.
But it's like
fabulous.
None of the tedious is in there. You don't have in. They don't tell you about like marking down which spells you've used and everything.
Or what passive perception's used for. You know, like.
Yeah.
That's later on when you get into it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's one of the things I do like pushing back
that cover
to
looks
level
pretty
1.
cool.
Oh, here we go. Always one of my favorites. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
This is the Dave Happy place.
Pathfinder.
Yes.
I was waiting for a happy dance.
Come on, I want to see Happy Dance.
Happy goldfish dance.
You mean like this? Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right. Please, while I unwrap, please, goldfish dance for the world.
Only for you on your happy day, Dave.
Yay!
Because I'm an 8-year-old.
So, from Paizo,
Thanks.
Pathfinder, A Fistful of Flowers.
Yes.
I don't remember if it was a Starfinder or a Pathfinder review that I said. I really kind of just want to do what this sounds like. A garden full of all of the deadly plants. And it's like, oh my. The only downside is that this is not kobolds, because I've been really enjoying the kobold things that they've been going on with, but I don't really care because this is freaking awesome.
I was going to say, that sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem.
That first monster kind of looked like a sunflower thing going on there.
A little bit.
It looked like there was kind of a mushroom thing in there for you.
Yeah, yes, this is true.
My conates.
Yeah, so that wasn't a monster. These are the pre-gens.
Oh, neat.
Wow.
So you've got Reaching Rings, a Leshy Rogue, you got Popcorn, a Leshy Barbarian,
Now that one.
Flufffang, a Leshy Bard,
I love the names.
and Bottle Speaker, a Leshy Druid. All right.
I love them.
And I am going to point this out because it is kind of cool that straight up non-binary. You have females, you have males, and you have straight up non-binary. So, yay for that.
Progression.
That makes me happy.
Progress is good. Welcome to the future, ladies and gentlemen, and others.
And more importantly, progress isn't hard.
No, it's not.
No.
Right? Like,
It really isn't.
it has to be done thoughtfully, but like it's really not that hard to do, and it's nice to see. So, as someone who's never played Pathfinder, and this is your happy place, I'm going to see if there's a 5-minute to Pathfinder thing. If not,
There's not. This is not a quick start, though. This is just an adventure.
which is fine. So, if I'm coming to play Pathfinder, I'm bringing my normal 7 set of dice. But what else do I need?
That's
it?
Pen, paper.
Okay,
Your brain.
So my understanding has always been that there was cards involved.
No. There can be. There's accessories, like there can be cards for D&D too.
Yes, totally. Okay.
Yeah, it came from D&D 3rd edition.
Yeah,
And then they had 3.5, and 3.5 went one way, and then a bunch of people and started Pathfinder, and now they're into Pathfinder 2nd edition after 10 years.
Nice.
Hence the nickname D&D 3.75.
Yeah, there we go.
Like these are fun. Like
Right?
this is, and what I like about stuff like this is, from a GM's perspective, it takes you out of the tropes of standard fantasy, and at the same time gives you free reign. You're like, okay, these are actually all killer plants, but not just like a Venus flytrap. It's like
the
a
killer plant.
sentient. Yeah.
Like you get to explore things from a different perspective.
I have never played Pathfinder before. I want to start with this story.
Yeah.
So one of the creatures, level 3 creature, is a gardener with a shovel and a rake and a pesticide can and like 2-liter, what looks to be like 2-liter bottles of, I don't know,
Probably pesticide.
pesticide, yeah.
or something. But the fact that he's,
The villain.
the human is the villain, where usually it's kind of the other way around. It's just cool.
Yeah. No. Paizo, just their free RPG day, I swear, is some of their best material.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just because they don't care in the I can do whatever I want.
It doesn't have to be canon to anything else.
It's a
that
one
exists,
shot.
Right? It's like
it's always going to be canon, but it's still going to be just off here.
Who's got the wildest idea? Okay, let's go with that.
Exactly. So the other half of that is Starfinder,
which is my half place.
Ding ding ding. Skitterwarp, Skittermanders.
Oh, more Skitters?
More Skittermanders. I'm so happy. I may not have got kobolds, but I got my Skittermanders.
Well, they didn't have Skitters last year.
I think they did. Didn't they? No, you're right. They didn't. You're right. They didn't. I was disappointed. Yeah, but they had kobolds.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they
either get kobolds or you get.
Yeah, they're gonna flip flop over. That makes perfect sense. So yeah, you got your pre-gens here. Looks like they've got some other guys in here as well.
And the other nice thing is, I mean, like, Paizo's a pretty big company, but, like, the fact that they invest in a nice, glossy,
the quality
really great art, like, it's the kind of stuff where it might sit on your shelf for a year before you can play it, but, like, it's going to look just as good 2-3 years down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Now, a friend of mine has told me, he says, playing RPGs and collecting RPGs are two entirely different hobbies.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, I feel a little called out.
You guys haven't even seen my collection of RPGs.
I have only seen bits and pieces of it, and yes, I can.
I got off the D&D train a while back and just started collecting everything I could.
I love these guys. Like, these guys look like they should play in that forest. From the other. Well, no, they do.
Yes,
like, they kind of do.
Yeah. And that's the nice thing with the Pathfinder 2nd Edition. It's not that far off of Starfinder that you couldn't probably adapt a lot of that.
Yeah.
And there's similar concepts to some of those characters in Starfinder.
Yeah.
Starfinder takes place way off in the future of
so you might swap out a ray gun or whatever for a magic wand with a arcing light of something or other.
Something, yeah. Like they're not straight across compatible, but they're pretty darn close.
You can find something.
They're siblings,
but they're
high quality for sure.
Yeah, no, they always do good stuff. So next thing up is gonna be, what do we have here?
Iron Kingdom.
Iron Kingdoms, A Strange Light Breaks from Privateer Press.
That's the easiest package I think you've had all night to open for books.
It really is.
Bonus points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 2 goes to the Dread Marsh, where it was just pull open at the bottom.
Yeah.
The kids can't play with that one.
No, the kids can't play with one, exactly.
Kids can play with that one.
Yep, kids can totally play with this plastic
Kids
bag.
can play with the other one so long as they're not in the UK.
There we go.
Early warning.
It's a Brexit thing.
And you get on us about it. Come on, man.
So, what strangeness from yonder shadows stirs? Enter the rarely explored world of paranormal investigation in the Iron Kingdoms in A Strange Light Breaks. This adventure follows a team of Strange Light Workshop field agents through a series of gigs for an eclectic senior ancient. One whose familiarity with supernatural is greater than his role requires.
So, like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, basically.
Without being capers.
Yeah.
Nice, and it's nice. It's a nice matte paper.
I was gonna say that paper's really nice.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, no, they've definitely pulled out the stops this year. Like,
Well,
last year was really good, but...
This year's better.
Oh, I just...
Like, last year's terrain piece was a cut and full cardboard piece.
Yeah.
Now it's an actual resin.
Like, hard, heavy resin. Every book so far, like, we haven't had any of the, like, flimsy books or anything.
No. I'd be happy to have any of these on my RPG show.
Uh-oh. This one's got butts.
Butts!
Oh, yeah. Gremlin butts.
Gremlin butts. I'm gonna have to go back. Am I gonna have to go back into the camera and
No.
censor that?
They're still PG.
Butts are
Remember,
still PG?
we had Dennis
PG.
Friends on NYPD
Okay.
Blue back in the day.
Good. Right. No, we're good. All right. I'm gonna have to pass one of these.
Ooh.
He's like,
No, this is an
That one
interesting one
is.
for me.
see,
there's your goblin
I've
butt.
only played Root the board game once, and I didn't enjoy it. And I've heard it's because I played the wrong class.
You did kind of play the wrong class off the start.
So, like, I'll give it a try again, but
Now, this is the role-playing game, though. This is not
I know,
the same. Same world, same art, but totally
But
different game.
the world was an interesting world, even if you played the wrong.
No, the Woodland world is fantastic.
You played the I gotta be sneaky and I gotta do stuff that nobody else has figured. But that is really not the one to start off with if you don't know the game and don't know where and how to be sneaky.
Yeah, because you can't really be sneaky if you don't know what you're supposed to be sneaking about or around.
Yeah.
So
I didn't listen to them, though. They're like, dude, you don't want to play one? I'm like, yeah, I do. They're like, no, you don't. I'm like, why not? They're like, okay, I'm going to play it then.
It's going to be weird.
War has returned to the Woodland. Marquita Cat has led her armies to victory over many of the clearings, but Irie dynasties rise again to oppose her, and the mice, rabbits, and foxes of the Woodland do not sit idly by. The Woodland Alliances emerges, a homegrown rebellion to free the Woodland from any oppressors. In the midst of this war, you and your friends, vagabonds all, travel between clearings. You take on jobs that no one else will or can do. You choose whom you serve, if anyone, and you may tip the balance of the war. So basically, if I remember now, our Renaissance gamer Brent has the main game. He's going to be looking at that shortly, so I'm going to have to get him a copy of this. But as I flipped through it, the Vagabonds were basically just a freelance class, similar to what they are in the board game.
Yeah, so because the Vagabond's the only kind of singular in the board game, that they base everything off that.
Yeah.
But I like that. And you know what? I will say, I like that this is a full quick start.
Yeah, like, that's a
thick. They really wanted you to give this a try.
Yeah, full quick start, and then a full clearing. It's like a village, any other municipal setting. I love the art. I've actually got
the art is like so fantastic.
That's a name that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers.
Yeah. No spoilers.
No spoilers. There's way too much bad attitudes when you have spoilers.
Exactly. I mean, that's why we're not putting this video up tomorrow. Or we're putting this video up tomorrow, not today. Plus, I don't think I'm allowed.
You also need to do edits and...
Yeah, that
We've been troublemakers.
You really have.
No. What we have given him is extra episodes of bonus content that he could not get anywhere else.
Options in this.
Oh,
Our dice
there
debate
is. Oh, goodness. We have several things in this package.
Interesting.
So,
we are not.
G.I. Joe, the role-playing game.
Hi.
This is basically just a pocket sheet for your character folios. Also in this little package.
Yeah, we have a lot of things in the bag, but now we know, and knowing is half the battle.
And it looks like it's all...
Yes, I can't deny that. Knowing
he went there.
He went there. Yeah, and I don't blame him at all. Power Rangers, the role-playing game. So this all works in the same thing. Yeah. It's just another folio.
But you get whichever one you want.
And I assume that this other one is going to be...
Is it Transformers?
Oh, this is not what I thought. Hunter the Reckoning.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, I think
so. Renegade, because Renegade Studios has been Renegade Game Studios has been going hard into the role playing, but they also got the World of Darkness there.
Yeah.
And this is what I was expecting to have pulled out with that was the Transformers role playing game. And I forget what the game system is that all of these are based on. Essence 20.
Yeah, I was also going to say, if you open up the side, you can probably figure it out just looking at the rolls.
Yeah, no, it's a fabulous... I want to look at this system very much. They've got some really cool properties. I'm super excited for all of these to come out and to happen. I think that is all of those. So it's cute, because that's the one thing, right? You've always got... Oh, I've left that on this camera. Let's just flip that to there. Whenever you've got a character sheet, right, you've always got to do something with it. So this makes perfect sense.
Keeps everything together.
Yep, it's got a couple of really easy character rules in there, and I have no idea what the QR code goes. So feel free.
Scan it and find
Probably
out.
Renegade Press.
I could. I put my phone somewhere else, but there you go, people. You can scan that and find out. Just look at that, and oh look, there's a Caitlin over there.
Magic.
Meets the eye. I like Transformers.
Transformers was amazing.
What do we got? What do we got?
RenegadeGamestudios.com.
Oh, okay, so just straight to the Renegade website.
It's actually the link to, so that was the Power Rangers,
Yeah.
to order the Power Rangers role-playing
nice.
core game
Oh, that's kind of nice.
and rulebook.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. All right. We got 2 more things in here.
No, I don't want to
Epic
end.
Encounters.
Nice.
Bridge of the Drugar Cult.
Oh, by Steamforge.
Yep, by Steamforge. Also a 5e compatible game. Credits from the Steamforge team. Nice little map in there. Flipping through this is always dangerous. These are sometimes spoilers, but really, probably not.
The artwork's beautiful.
The artwork. It's a simple like graphic design, a simple layout, but and then the actual art is gorgeous. I love the watermark, like the faded stuff, and then
good for the art.
Yeah, it's really just beautifully done. I don't do much with 5e. I don't do much with not that it's a solid system. Like there's a reason Dungeons and Dragons is still around. I just
it's not the system that turns your crank.
Right? There are plenty of other smaller systems that don't have entire TV franchises built around the fandom of it. Hello, Stranger Things.
Every 80s bad horror movie.
Yep, exactly. So it's
like E.T.
I can't believe they straight up went.
Well, they were playing D&D at the beginning.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Actually,
all right, so we got one more thing here.
Nice.
And oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
What?
Rolled and Told Volume 1. This collected edition of Rolled and Told contains all of the adventures, mini adventures, comics, and articles from issues 0 to 6, along with the extra content you couldn't get in the single issues. It provides hours of pick-up and play campaigns designed both for players new to the tabletop role-playing and for those who have played for years. Every page is filled with beautiful illustrations, comics coinciding with the adventures, and splash art from your favorite comic artists to inspire your players. Survive the dangers of the Thunderlock Bar Crawl, save goblins and hoist the Jolly Gobbler, and play the adventures Mage School Beyond the Mirror, the Case of the Brutal Bunch, and many more. Each adventure is a 5e compatible, ready to play, blah 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 blah. Sorry, yada yada yada, because that's what Caitlin demands of me.
Demand.
Demands.
Yeah, hit a pause for a second. All right, there we go.
All right,
Unpause.
unpause. So there's it. There's our cover. But this is a full-sized, basically,
That's like a 60,
This is a-
$70
There's a reason
book.
why they only give one.
300
per
pages.
box.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is your one per box. 300 pages worth of adventures, maps, articles from the Rolled and Told magazine.
Yeah, if
And
you're
they're
someone
all-
who's a Dungeons and Dragons fan, this is going to be just straight up their alley.
This
Yeah.
is actually their Christmas.
And
Yeah.
where I can see this being super beneficial is for teachers that are using D&D in the classroom, right? Because this is a bunch of tiny little one-shot adventures that you can either sequence together, I'm sure, right? Like, they're not designed...
Probably not. I don't know if they string together at all. But I mean, any good GM can.
Well, that's it, right? It's like, these are all job listings on different tavern boards, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, job number 55 is page 55. As
On another great thing for teachers is, like, a lot of the art is more on the cartoony side,
Yeah.
which will appeal a little more than the gritty stuff you'll see in a lot of adult-oriented...
The child in me wants it. Just for the art.
The collector in me wants it.
Oh, the adult
Okay,
collector.
we got an arm wrestle on our hands.
Oh,
we don't.
I'm gonna win because I'm just gonna kick everyone in the junk and run.
I don't have junk.
It still hurts. It still hurts, Peggy.
What have I done? What have I done?
Well, Dave, you should know. Oh no, you have not spent enough time with me out in public.
It's apparently true.
There's a reason.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
You don't let him out in public very often, and I
So-
should know this.
You're lucky this just happened to fall on the night they give him
You don't have
like
to worry
a free
about me
access.
rushing
Yeah.
for it, because like I said, I'm not a huge D&D person. I'd rather that go to someone who appreciates the system more. and we'll actually.
I'm only willing to let it go to someone who will play something in this with me at some point in time. That's that.
That's the rule.
Well,
Whoever
like,
has to host something.
But like this art is fantastic, and like
I love it.
and the variety of it. Like I love that we're getting like the Family Guy style almost. I mean, I don't like Family Guy, but like I appreciate the simplicity in that art form, because making art look easy is very, very difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's well laid out. The typeface is pretty good. It's like
Someone put love into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
And a budget.
yeah,
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
That was definitely the
really-
best finale you could have done for pulling
Yeah.
that out of the
Right.
box.
and
Yep.
like let's just talk like you could weightlift with that if you're a little like
Oh, yeah.
me.
Yeah. No, one person per store is definitely going to be
Very happy.
Yeah.
extremely happy. That's one of those. Sorry, you don't get to pick anything else.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why it is.
You won the lottery.
This is where you call up all your friends. You're like, hey, if it's got to come to Elmo blows, it's got to come to Elmo blows. But you grab me a copy of this at every game store in town.
The best way to see who would get it would be to roll for it.
We did get some dice.
We did.
He says this like he thinks he has a choice on who gets it. So anyway,
Oh, that's right.
were there any?
fastest
Did you
gets
send that question to anyone else or just your partner?
No, I've sent it to a few others. I just haven't gotten answers yet.
Oh, you haven't got any other answers yet. All right.
I've been waiting for the buzz.
Okay.
That might be a compilation video for the future, but this could be the taster.
Oh, what have I done?
Oh, this is.
had
Oh,
fun.
so
I did.
This is where you do a TikTok, but like you take a still image of Dave or like a GIF video,
Oh, no.
and you start doing like the Snapchat style filter. So like if someone thinks it looks more like a goldfish, he gets a goldfish head. You're welcome, Dave. I'm here all day. You're like,
I was gonna say, definitely
don't
keep
forget tip your waitstaff.
Steve's reaction in the, but we'll
Yeah.
make a compilation
Yeah,
of
okay.
all the answers.
Time for the outro.
All right.
He's like, thank God.
Thank goodness we're done. All right. This is normally when I would say thank you to my special guests for joining me. I'm not sure I want to do that now. However,
Rude.
no,
we will anyway.
okay, no. You can thank J&J.
troublemakers can
Yeah, we
back
can
up.
handle not being thanked.
No, I have to thank Caitlin.
Well, I don't.
She does good work for me.
He also crashes at my house every time he's here.
Yeah, exactly.
so
I'll be
there-
sleeping on the street if I don't thank her.
So I don't need the thanks.
No, seriously though, you've all been wonderful. It's been entertaining as all get out. I hope that everybody at home has also felt the same way. All right, so as I was saying, I do want to thank my special guests. They've been wonderful. It's been great. Some others thanks. Obviously, I need to thank Warp 1 Comics and Games here in Edmonton for providing us with this big old box of fun, letting us film here mostly after hours. There is still some Friday Night Magic going on way over there, so we've set up a whole separate area over here. It's been great. Obviously, thank you to all the publishers who have come into Free RPG Day, as well as all the organizers. Thank you to Utility for the Dragon Snitch jersey that I've got on today.
Aquaman.
Goldfish.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's
let him
let
finish. Dave, I'm going to go out on this one. Thanks for having me. And that jersey is straight up fire.
It is really cool.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
The
It's
reason
awesome.
we're on you about it is because we like you, man.
There we go.
Because
So,
we're a little
okay.
jealous that we don't have one of ourselves.
But let's let Dave
you can
finish
get
up.
one of yourself, but we'll talk about that after.
Okay, let's let Dave finish up, and let's grab some dice and enjoy these games we just watched.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Until next year, for another Free RPG Day. Well, you'll see me before, and you'll see James tomorrow when you come back for his next video and
I'll
all that.
probably never be invited back, but that's
The
okay.
fun part is they're all looking at the other camera, even though I've just got this one on. Ha! It's great looking from my angle because I get to see them mugging for the camera that's not on. But that being said, until next time, good gaming and goodbye.